What's going on, guys? George here with Afterlife Reptiles, and today I wanted to talk about what was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, if you have a snake that is stuck on mice, yeah, they're stuck on mice. So I have one snake that I got from a breeder through Morph Market, and he told me, that the snake was stuck on mice, couldn't get it to eat rats, and it was the reason why he was selling it. And he didn't want to part with it, but when you're breeding snakes, if you didn't know, mice are the biggest mice. Like a jumbo mice is probably about that big, okay? And obviously a rat, they grow like humongous. So why is that important? Because if you're trying to breed your snake, the snake has to be a certain way and have a certain body condition in order for you to be able to breed it successfully. Okay, if the snake is underweight, doesn't have good body condition, she's not gonna be able to have the resources to make those big, nice eggs that you want, in other words. So that's why it's important to have a snake that can eat rats, because they get huge, the rats get huge. You have a wide variety of options as far as the size of the rat, and you can gradually increase that size of the rat so that your snake gets big and nice and thick. So just so you know, right now I'm gonna show you what that snake looks like, what a jumbo mouse looks like, and what a rat looks like, a big one. But yeah, so that's the reason why. So a lot of people that have snakes that are stuck on mice, there's a few things that you can try. One of them is, the first one obviously is a mouse scented rat. And very simple. If you go to the reptile store, you tell them that you need a mouse scented rat, they'll give you your rat on a paper bag or box with a bunch of mouse bedding. And if you didn't know, they have a very different smell. Mice stink a lot, like their bedding stinks pretty bad compared to rats bedding. You wouldn't think so, but yeah, definitely smells worse in my opinion. So the idea is that rat is going to get all that scent of the mouse on them, and the snake's gonna think that there's a mouse in the enclosure instead of a rat, and they'll strike and eat it. That's number one. Easiest, simplest, way to trick a snake into eating a rat. Another one, and this one's a little bit more gross, is people will actually rub blood on the rat, and you're gonna have to get a little bit, Hannibal Lecter on this one in order to cheat, because you're gonna have to open up a mouse, or basically open up a mouse and rub the blood on a live rat or frozen thawed rat, smear it with the blood and then offer it to your snake. And the idea is that the blood will you trigger that feeding response in your snake, because it's so strong, and it's basically they can tell the difference that there is maybe a wounded mouse in the area. They'll go for that. Okay, some people have actually gone to the extreme, and I've done that myself, of putting brain matter onto a rat. So for this one, you're gonna have to step it up and go full Hannibal Lecter, and basically open up the head of a mouse and take out the brain and rub it on a rat. Yeah, so people do that, including myself. When you're that desperate to the point where you just want your snake to eat, you know, you can do that. And obviously, the first thing that you want to do is obviously not offer anything to that snake. But I'm telling you, they can go for months and months and months and months without eating. So if you can see that snake that you want to breed really badly losing weight, you know, super fast, or maybe not that fast, but you see them lose, you know, going the opposite direction, you might be tempted to offer them a mouse. You know, that's one of the hardest things that you have to keep in mind. You have to hold your ground and not feed them anything. So that's when you can go to that extreme if you tried everything else. But there's one more thing that you can try. Might be some more out there, I don't know. But those are the ones that I know. Those are the ones that I try. And this is the one thing that works, that I know works. Okay? And before I tell you what that is, I'm gonna show you the size comparison, okay, of both rat, mice, snakes that are on mice, and snakes that are on rats. Okay, so let's go. Right here is a snake that is a mouser. She loves mice. This is a clown enchi, and she went without eating for probably like 5 months after I got her, because I would not offer her any mice. I kept offering her rats. I tried all the methods that I mentioned, and she just wouldn't go for it. But that's the size, as you can see, the size of the tub. You know, it's pretty. She only takes a very small portion of it. You know, she can fully stretch, and she won't take the whole tub. Okay, so that's what a mouser looks like. Now, for comparison, oh, they're breeding. Okay, about that. Well, for comparison, that's a snake that is on rats. So you can see she's folded in half, and then almost 3 times, you know, she takes almost the whole tub. You know, she definitely takes the whole tub, that's for sure. She's a big, thick girl. Very, very thick, and the reason why she was able to get so thick is because she eats rats. Okay, and rats are a lot bigger. So yeah. So this is what is this? This is a mouse that I just got at my local reptile store. I only have one mouser right now, and the hope is that eventually she'll just go straight with rats, and I'll show you how. But that's a mouse. That's a jumbo. That's an extremely large mouse. And for comparison, I'm gonna put my hand in there, my thumb, and I gotta be careful because they do bite. They are more, you know, at least these, more aggressive than a rat. Okay, so you can see probably a little bit bigger than my thumb. Okay, that's how tiny they get. So now, a rat. As you can see, a rat can be many times bigger than a mouse. Oh, they're fighting. Stop fighting. But yeah. So you can see why a snake can get way bigger I mean, look at this. This is a tiny little rat, almost the size of a full-grown mouse. Okay. You can see why it is definitely a good idea to get your snakes on rats. Okay. And here in Afterlife Reptiles, you know, we do not feed our snakes mice. A lot of people, not saying that that's wrong, not saying that at all, but a lot of breeders, they will start their snakes on mice, okay, and then hopefully transition them to rats after. We here at Afterlife Reptiles, we start all of our snakes with rats, and that's what they're gonna be on when they go from us to you, on rats. Okay, if you want to switch them out to mice, you know, that's perfectly fine. I don't see that being a problem. Alright, so what's the last technique that you can try for your snake that's stuck on mice? That is the Choo Choo Train. Okay, so very simple idea is you're gonna offer a mouse to your mouse or snake, and they will hopefully take it. Okay, if they don't take it, that just means that they're not eating at all, like they're on a fasting period or whatever. But once they take it and they start eating it, when the snake is at the end of eating that mouse, you're going to introduce a rat. So basically they're gonna eat double, okay, which is fine, because you know the size of your snake that they get is a mouse is not gonna fill them up at all, you know. So if you introduce a rat that is about the size that they should be getting, maybe perhaps a little bit small, so that they're not too stuffed, you know, they're gonna be fine with that. They're gonna grow because they have more than that mouse. And the idea behind that too is that they're gonna get used to the taste of a rat, to where eventually they will start striking and eating rats. Okay, so that's the idea, and it's a way for you to keep your snake eating, you know, and so that she won't lose any weight, and to transition them progressively to rats. Okay, and eventually hopefully she'll see a rat and strike and eat it. Okay, so I'll show you how that's done. I need to warn you, this is graphic content. You're gonna see a snake striking, wrapping, and eating a mouse, and then me choo-choo training a rat for her to eat. If you are not comfortable watching that, please stop watching this video right now and go watch something else, okay? Because that is the harsh reality. For some people, I understand, but snakes, that's what they eat. They eat rodents, and not all of them want to eat frozen thawed, because it's not natural for them to go out in the wild to find a freezer and take out a rat and thaw it out and warm it up and eat it. Okay, so that's what they do. So please, if you're not okay with that, please stop watching the video. Okay. Alright, so what I like to do is I like to grab the mouse with my tongues by the tail, and then I like to put one of these on the tongues so that it holds the mouse by the tail, and then put it in the enclosure so that he won't be just all over the place. Just in one nice spot, my snake can strike it and then eat it. Okay, because mice are very active. They like to run around, they like to bite, so that's the reason why I do it that way. Alright, so here we go. Open up the tub, and hopefully she's in an eating mood, and yeah, she's probably gonna strike right away. And there it is. looks like a good strike. Yeah, I don't think she can eat. She can bite my snake. So now what I'm gonna do is gonna remove this if I can. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the rat that I'm gonna choo-choo train for her. And one of the reasons why you are gonna be able to choo-choo train a rat, you know, is because right now they get into this feeding mode where, you know, all they care about is just getting that rat in. She's gonna go pretty quickly here because it's a pretty small meal for her. You know, she's gonna be able to eat it very fast. So as you can see, she's already starting to eat it. Okay, and I'm not gonna bother her until she's at the last quarter of the rat, almost done. That's when I'll go ahead and try to place her in a way where I can get the rat position so she can just keep on eating that rat. Alright, so in order to do this, I'm gonna have my daughter record the process. And one of the things that you want to make sure is your rat close the mouth. That way it's easier for her to keep on eating it. And this is the rat that I'm gonna feed her. This is the rat that she should be on, maybe a little bit bigger, which is why, you know, this rat right here and that mouse, that should be a proper meal for her. So right now, once she's almost done right there, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in for you guys. Right when she's like at the hind legs, that's when I'm gonna go in and try to choo-choo train this rat. Hopefully she's gonna position herself in a better way for me to do it. Because right now she is kind of covering her face. So far I haven't had problems trying to do it. So hopefully I'm able to show you right now. So she's almost there. Almost there. Come on. And if she was facing this way, it will be so much easier. But so I'm gonna try to move her this way. There we go. She should keep eating even though I bother her. And I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna have to manipulate her a little bit more. And basically go in there with the face. And like I said, she's eating, so she's not too bothered by it. You don't want to move her too much, but you want to, let me see that. You want to be able to put the face in there. Hold on. And as soon as you see that she is, you know, she's got a hold of the face, and you see that motion of one side first and the other side that they do, you know, you can basically let it go. She's got it at that point. So you can see there, She just swallowed the tail of the mouse. And she's gonna keep on going with the rat. And they are perfectly capable of doing this. Okay? And the wild, there's no rule for them that says that they can only eat one meal. Okay? If they feel like it, if they have the space, if they have the chance to strike and eat another meal or a third meal, they're gonna keep on doing it. They know what they're doing. You know, in this case, it is a little bit of cheating, you know, because you're tricking them. But like I said, if the circumstances were correct, they will be able to keep having African sufferers in Africa, which get very big. It allows them to get pretty grown. Okay, so they shouldn't be on mice. If they were on mice in Africa, they wouldn't be able to get that big. The size they're supposed to be. And basically she's done with the other rat. She already passed that other mouse. She's gonna keep on eating this rat, and I'll show you once she's worked on it a little bit. So there she is, a little more than halfway, or maybe at the halfway point. So obviously she's not gonna stop eating it at this point. And it was a success. So now she has got the proper meal and the proper nutrition for her to keep on getting big and keep on, you know, keeping her going to that point where she's gonna be able to breed for us, and she's gonna be fully capable of developing those eggs nice and big, and hopefully with no slugs or a very few slugs. And we have a mouser here that refuses to eat rats no matter what we tried. You know, granted, she ate a mouse before she ate a rat, but she's got a rat, and she's gonna take that rat and put on some very nice grams on her and keep on moving towards that goal. And the idea here is that hopefully the next meal I try with her, I'm gonna put a rat in there, same way as a rat, and being that she's already used to the taste of rats, she's gonna recognize it as a meal, as an opportunity for her to survive, and she's gonna strike and eat it on her own. So there you have it, guys. Nice and plump. She's happy. I'm happy. She's gonna keep growing. And, you know, hope this tip helped you to get your snake eating. If you have any comments, questions, please don't hesitate. If you don't mind very much, please like the video, share with people that you think, you know, this is gonna help them out with their breeding projects or just overall with their pet snake. Yeah, have you heard of any other, you know, ways to get your mouser to eat? If so, please let me know. I would love to check that out too. You know, you can never have too many, you know, too much information on getting these guys to eat. They're very picky as it is. Alright, guys. Really hope this helped you out. Again, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.